Howdy everyone, Poacher here with an Age of Magic video, and in today's video we are going to be looking at Magnus the tank of the Archons. And my god, is he a tank. I wish all tanks were made of this caliber, because if they did, it would be an interesting game. I have been wanting tanks remade or reworked for a long time, so fingers crossed. But we're here to talk about Magnus, and you guys are either going to love him or hate him. It's as simple as that, because, you know, some people don't like the strength of the Archons, and some people are like, yeah, Archons, let me collect them. So that's not what we're here to talk about anyway. Right, let's get into it. We're coming in with hit points at 2.1 million. His speed is 190. Armor is at 45k. Magic damage resistance 42k. Basic damage 178k. Critical hit chance at 18. And critical damage is at 275. We'll go through the stats for you. That way you guys can pause it wherever you want and look at anything specific. Completely up to you. I'm not going to go through all these. It's just for you guys. If you want to pause it at any moment and be like, oh yeah, that's a cool nifty little stat he has. That's made my day. It's for you guys out there that get off on it. Okay, there you go. There's his stats. So we'll jump over, have a look at his abilities, and then we'll see him in battle. And that will be it. So starting off with his basic ability, Spear Strike, coming in at level 7, damages one target, has a 100% chance that the next 4 attacks deal 50% less damage to the ally with the lowest HP, ends to Magnus if they have a shield. So shield's pretty easy to get with the Archons. Not only is he making himself tanky, he's also making another Archon tanky as well. So moving on to his first special, Gatekeeper. Creates a shield with 13% of the target's maximum HP for the ally with the lowest HP and all Archon allies. Has a 20% chance per Archon ally to reduce the speed of all enemies by 20% for 2 turns. So yeah, you're not going to really run any other characters on a team with him, so you're going to have a 100% chance for your team to reduce the speed of all enemies. I mean, at the very least, you'd maybe run one other non-Archon ally, and then that's an 80% chance for 2 turns at 20% speed reduction, plus a shield for all Archons and the Archon with the lowest HP. Moving on, we have Light Beam Strike. Damages one target, removes all buffs and debuffs from self, thereby restoring 10% HP for his health per effect removed. Provokes enemies to attack only him for 2 turns. The next 4 attacks deal 50% less damage to Magnus. Magnus won't die from the next killing blow and will also regain 27% of his HP. So again, a self-sustain, which I think most tanks should have. I think all tanks should have some type of self-sustain. I think that's just, you know, makes them a bit tankier, and that's what they really need in the game, is tanks that can actually tank. I mean, the last tank we saw was Siegfried, and before that, you know, they were only very average tanks. So, yeah, this is making him pretty strong. The good thing is it removes buffs and debuffs from himself. Okay, removing the buffs from himself, I'm all for that. I feel that that's pretty good, and he will restore a fair chunk of HP. So moving on to his passive, Champion of Arcadia. When Magnus is not being provoked, his speed increases by 12%. If the HP of an ally falls below 35%, Magnus will provoke enemies to attack only him for 1 turn. When another Archon ally takes damage, Magnus has a 55% chance to attack that attacking enemy. Magnus can't take critical damage. So a few things going on in there. Some things good, some things... I mean, for a tank, these abilities are good, but when you picture it with the Archons, then you start to feel a bit of pressure being applied. So what is good about this ability? I mean, I'm super happy that he is a tank that can jump in and save an ally close to death. I feel like that is the tank's job. That's what a tank should do. Can jump in and save an ally. So if you can't, you know, annihilate them or, you know, finish them off from, you know, 35% and above, he is going to taunt, which is awesome. The taunt lasts for 1 turn. He has a chance of attacking, protecting his allies. If one of his allies gets attacked, it's a 55% chance of attacking that enemy. It's really good as well. And the biggest one is Magnus cannot take critical damage. So this is good and bad. It's good because it means he's never gonna receive the dodge buff from Sacrif. You're always going to be able to attack Magnus. The dodge is not going to affect him whatsoever. The bad news is you can't critically strike him. And with all the damage reduction he gets, the 50% damage reduction from his basic and his, I think I've already forgotten, his special too. Your attacks are not going to be doing a lot of damage to this guy. Mix that with the shielding you'll get from Sacrif. And if you've got Artis, and if you've got Magnus himself, this is going to be one beefy boy, and you are going to need to just whop him to get him down. The only positive is he's not going to receive the dodge, so your attacks are going to hit, but at what cost? At what cost? This guy is he is a unit, and he's not just a unit because he of his ability, his set is because he will get a lot of support from other Archons as well. It will be interesting to see, however, if people can chuck him into different teams just by himself with other characters, and him act as just a solo tank with a mix of characters. So that will be interesting to see. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we'll jump into battle. We'll show an Archon team destroying what I hope will be a Arakan Undead team, but if they lose, then that's going to be good news. So fingers crossed a tiny bit. Let's jump into the battle. So going into battle, I have chosen not to use the typical Archons because I just want to see some flavor out there. So we've got Argon coming up first. We are going to use our first special ability on, who do I want to take out first? I feel like I want to take out, well, I'm going to attack Arakan Guard because he's going to taunt, of course. Awesome. And now let's slow this down. What do my abilities? Light Beam damages one target, removes all buffs. So I don't want to really use that. Though I could remove all my debuffs if I wanted to. And then I have Gatekeeper, creates a shield. So lowest HP. And let's just do that. Reduce the enemy. Looks pretty cool. He has wings as well. I know someone asked if he has wings. So there you go. Pretty cool looking ability, and as you can see, we've already got some pretty decent shielding coming up on our allies. So now we are going to go one step further and use Fortitude of the Warriors and remove all the debuffs from our allies. Now here we come with our friend Steris. I haven't used Steris in so long. What's the rotation? Gives me, is it this ability that gives me the second attack? Range damage takes another turn. I think it's that one. All right, let's go with that. I'm going to use that. I think I did that wrong. I think it was meant to be the other way. All right, it doesn't matter. It's not Steris' spotlight. And then we're just going to attack from here on out. Okay, I'll retaliate from Artis, doing a lot of damage there. Can we attack? No, we can't. We're just going to do a lot of damage. Okay. Let's just have a look at the ability. I really wouldn't use this in the actual fight because I don't need to. But let's use Light Beam Strike and see what that looks like. There comes his wing. Okay, beautiful looking ability. Awesome. Let's go back up to 4 times. We finish off Arakan Guard, and then we're going to take out Mage, and then Big Boy is going to come out and play. We do not have, what's his name? Tyros on the team. So obviously I didn't need to use that ability. So obviously we can't whop this guy. He only has 2 Arakan Undead in him though, so his health pool is not huge. I'm just going to auto attack. He will come back out. Then we'll finish with Blood Mage. So many bloods. Blood Emperor, Blood Mage, Blood Priest. Okay. Oh, they got a little bit of damage out on our friend Sacrif there. And then we are going to finish off the battle. Let's see what his basic attack looks like. Yeah, his wings come out. Pretty cool. Awesome. And of course, he gets his 50% damage reduction, plus the ally with the lowest HP, which would have been Sacrif? But it doesn't look like she got... Oh, no, that's his other ability, not his basic. I'm just going to auto attack from this point on. And auto attack, because I just want to finish the battle. Mega Attack, which did nothing. Mega Attack. There we go. There you go. That's the Golden Boys. Obviously you're going to run Tyros with him, as if you're not going to run Tyros with him. You're going to have all that initiative resetting, and then Magnus tanking, and whoa, a whole bunch of things are going to be happening on a golden team. So, yeah, like I said, people are either going to hate this or like this, because, you know, some people are a bit over the golden reign in the game at the moment. They want to see some flavor in the game, and I agree. I reckon some flavor would be good. And anyway, that is Magnus the Unbreakable. I'm just chucking a little fun name on the end there, because why not? I can do that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If you do have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I'll answer it to the best of my ability. And wherever you are in the world, until next time, please take care of yourself.